first down. Drake. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way
this nigga's
for their
ass
running
fucking
back.
in this league shit, bro. This nigga suck. Some bum ass nigga.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
To give up
4 yards
you know
on the
to use that
completion,
nigga,
and
bro.
it sets up a 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jackson.
Oh, that's a pick, bro.
Yes. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
No.
The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup. Jackson now. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. On 2nd down now, it's Ingram.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
Switch. It's 4th down.
He's crashing. He's checking.
V, right? Niggas a weirdo. He's cupcaking.
They're running. Ingram. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
He's playing retarded.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Here's Jackson. And he's got Snead. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 12-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Check.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
Bro, I'm in the game, bro.
Observation, there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance.
Who the fuck is you, nigga?
I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Halftime.
Here's Jackson operating from the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead as the 1st half is winding down. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Until that late score here in the 2nd quarter, they'd only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, and when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the 1st half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Bro, this just open every trip, bro. I just can't.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Andy Isabella was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Single. Check. Lucky. Whip. Watch the whip.
A final shot before half from Murray. Flush to his right. Going deep for Hopkins. That's caught at the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the 1st half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that will take us to the end of the 1st half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Oh, you know how you know I'm broadcasting? Check that shit out, bro. Go watch my. I'm about to send it to the chat.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Can you hear me?
They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Corey Peters able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Trying to improvise. He may try and run for this. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. To throw is Jackson. Everyone in this stadium knows Jackson can do that as well as any QB in the league. They talked about limiting some of his running this year, especially the design run.
Oh, how is this nigga getting it off?
He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
He keeps catching me.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Zach Kerr, the big defensive tackle, the one to get him down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 3rd down, Jackson dancing to his left. Going for it all. And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. On 2nd and 12, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Slam, slam, slam. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. He returns that punt 73 yards, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score.
If that doesn't wake up the home crowd, I don't know what will. That's a big-time return for a touchdown, and you know how much I love momentum plays.
Yeah, and like you just said, kind of gets this home crowd into it. We'll see how they handle it moving forward. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Dre. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd and 9, Murray into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now it's Jackson. That's pulled in by the rookie from Notre Dame, Miles Boykin. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Willie Snead, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Now it's Ingram, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit... And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Pernell McPhee always to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray escaping the pressure right. Kyler Murray, a 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback in his Heisman campaign at Oklahoma. He's got the 1st down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. 1st down, Murray. Got his man, it's Williams. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 44 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Drake. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Murray now, 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The former 1st-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What do you think?
Oh, my
God. At the distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Bro.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd and goal. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Under 10, 10.
A handoff to the right side. It's Drake. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
Murray going to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
Why would he come in,
and
bro?
Look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the interception, here's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And the return out shy of midfield.
Yo, what's up? Bring me my charger.
Well, that's a drive killer right
I'm
there.
in the game.
Not
Bring
really
it, nigga.
Confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs.
Shout out to South shit. I'm not playing, bro.
Hands of the wrong team.
Some good games going on.
If I go and get my
early
fucking charger, so I don't come out
this
and
might be
take
the
my shit
best
off
of the bunch.
on dad dogs.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that'll wind up
Hurry
incomplete.
up, bro.
Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Throwing is Murray on third down. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Murray sets to throw on fourth. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on first down. Ingram. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Tucker's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point.
He's playing like a bitch.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. He's going to let it fly. It got his man complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Murray to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Got him in. It's Brown. That one goes for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jackson to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
51 to Mike, boy, 51.
One last shot for Jackson. And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 2. Well, that was a fun game to witness, partner. A touchdown there at the very end to win this thing.
And that's really where the emphasis is, right? The touchdown to win it. I know that they put a little on top, right? What's your favorite dessert? What do you put on top of your favorite dessert?
You put whipped cream, maybe a cherry.
There you go, the whipped cream, the cherry.
Alright, bro, what's the word?
But the story